Hey everyone, this blue bring you a ORAS Wi-Fi battle. This is a UU battle against Matthew, and I hope you enjoy it. So Matthew leads off with his Frost Blast while I lead with my Mega Beedrill. I want to make a risky play on the first turn by not going for the Protect and going for the Poison Jab instead. But luckily it paid off because I predicted the spikes quite nicely, and that Poison Jab did around 75%, and because of Mega Beedrill is going to outspeed the Frost Blast on the next turn, I forced them to switch out, and they decided to go into the Crobat to resist the U-turn, and I had to freeze them switching to Registeel, which resists Crobat's Brave Bird and U-turn. So they're going to go for the U-turn to get some damage on the Registeel, and they're probably going to go into the Chandelure. So I went for the Stealth Rocks, which is going to take a lot of damage on the Chandelure every single time it switches in, which actually does play crucial in this battle. I didn't want to take a overheat or anything, so that's why I went to my Aromatisse, but they actually went for the Shadow Ball. I just went for the Protect to get some leftovers recovery. I've got this Hydreigon, so I'm going to go into that because I resist the Shadow Ball, and I'll be able to go for the Draco Meteor on the next turn. I was hoping to get rid of like Swampert or something, but they made a very good play by going to the Frost Blast as Death Order. So I'm locked into Draco Meteor and I've got the -2. So they had a safe switch into their Sharpedo. They can easily go for the Ice Fang right off the bat if they wanted to, but they want to play a bit safe by going for the Protect to get that speed boost going on. My Registeel is quite bulky, so I'll be able to tank the Waterfall and then go for the Thunder Wave, but they predict that very nicely by going into their Swampert. Now they can set up their own rocks, so that's why I went into my Beedrill. It took a bit of spikes damage, which didn't really matter. I'm gonna just go for the Protect to scout what he's gonna do, but so he goes for the Scald. I'm gonna just go for the U-turn, and I'm gonna switch out into my Trevenant to take the Scald and go for the Horn Leech on the next turn potentially. Luckily they didn't get the burn. I made a misplay by going for the Will-O-Wisp. I knew once I clicked that I could have been screwed over because of the Chandelure, but luckily they went into their Serperior. They got the hit power fire, so it wouldn't be ideal to stay in on that. But I went to Beedrill as Forder, but they went for the Substitute, which is very weird on Serperior, especially with Contrary. It's more offensive. So I went for the Protect to get more burn damage. I'm gonna go for the U-turn and use Beedrill as Death Order. Because of the Stealth Rocks damage, I'll have a safe switch in later on. So I went into my Registeel to take the Dragon Pulse. If they decide to switch up moves by going for the Leaf Storm, predicting the Aromatisse, then that would be quite bad, so Registeel was a safer play. So they're gonna just go for the Hidden Power Fire, and as you'll see they got the Life Orb, and plus with the burn it would have died anyway. Now they got their Chandelure out. It's gonna force me to switch out, so I decided to switch into my Beedrill, and even after the Stealth Rocks damage and the spikes, it survived with such little HP, and now I can see that they're going to be locked into the Fire Blast. So I had a safe switch into my Hydreigon. I can go for the Draco Meteor. Like I said before, it's going to scare any of their team members because they don't have any fairy types, so I was free to just go for that Draco Meteor, and I was able to take out that Swampert. So I made a really risky play here. I just stayed and I went for another Draco Meteor. If they actually went for the Protect, it would be a good game, but luckily they did over predict by staying in and going for a move, so they lost this Mega Sharpedo. I'm going to just switch out into my Registeel to take the U-turn, and they're going to go back into their Chandelure. They're roughly at 50 HP because they've taken 2 Stealth Rocks damage. They're going to go for the Shadow Ball over the Overheat, and I was able to take that, and I went for the Thunder Wave so that I can go for the Iron Head on the next turn, but because I am Brave Nature and really low speed, the Chandler is still going to outspeed me. I had to safe switch into my Hydreigon. I didn't want to go for the Draco Meteor, so I went for the Dark Pulse because it's 100% accuracy. Now their last Pokemon is Crobat. They're going to go for the U-turn and take out my Hydreigon. I just brought in the Infernape so that I can bait the Brave Bird. They're going to take a lot of recoil damage, and I knew that Infernape was going to die anyway. Now I just brought in the Trevenant again, just so that they can go for the Brave Bird. If they wanted to, they could have went for the Roost, but I was going to go for the Will-O-Wisp anyway. The Brave Bird killed the Crobat, and that was a good game. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I hope you can watch my battles in the future. Peace.